Good morning and thank you for watching Channel 14 News. I'm Gabe Obignetta.
And I'm Zachary Stockton. Today we're going to take a look at the statewide tornado drill that took place over at Mccarter Elementary, an orchestra teacher who won an award from the Kansas Music Educators Association, and more.
Communities across the country braved winter storms unlike anything seen in years. The storms in Texas seemed to take the largest toll, as many were without water and electricity for days. Students at McClure Elementary decided that they wanted to find a way to help those in need. Dr. Gordon, principal at McClure Elementary, decided that the best way to help those communities was by raising money through a coin drive named McClure Kids Cares, Coins for Texas fundraiser. This would allow for students to get involved and understand the power of helping those both near and far. In the 3 days that the drive took place, students at McClure Elementary raised over $800 to send down to help the people of Texas.
And we're really just delighted to see that they had raised over $800 for the effort in Texas. So we're just too excited. The money is going to the Salvation Army, and they will distribute that into families in need in Texas.
Great work, McClure students, in your efforts to help those in need. Dr. Tiffany Anderson had the opportunity to address the House Commerce Committee. During her address, she talked about the digital divide that has happened during the COVID-19 pandemic, the need to expand broadband services, and the need to make it accessible for all. Many members of that panel agreed and said that there is a need no matter what your socioeconomic status is, whether you live in urban or rural areas.
But I will tell you this, that the need for broadband, which has already been said, it's not new. This is something that we have needed for some time, and as we look at the homework gap, it's existed. It's a reason for the achievement gap. And where we are now, it's just shining a bright light on things that we need to do. So I have to say in advance, thank you for the steps you've already taken.
While getting to speak to Congress is a major step in the right direction, it is being brought to light that many of the broadband issues that families and students face have been happening long before the pandemic began. This month, Topeka Public Schools honored Elaine Bunton. She is a senior at Topeka High School. Elaine is at the top of her class and plans to attend the University of Kansas.
My name is Elaine Bunton, and I am a senior at Topeka High School.
You know, Elaine is one of those students that, first of all, excels because she's number one in her class, and she's number one whether you're on a weighted or an unweighted scale. It's talent, obviously, she has that talent. But what's more important is you dig deeper. She's not a student who just works for the grades. She truly works for deep understanding.
I will definitely remember the people here. I walked in Topeka High on my first day, and I didn't have a lot of friends, and now I'm leaving here with a huge support system full of friends and teachers and just people that will support me no matter what, and I'll definitely come back to visit them.
I would say she's very determined, she's very strong in her character. She has set certain goals for herself, and I think she's moving forward to getting that goals done in her future.
After I leave here, I will be attending the University of Kansas to study in chemical engineering. I decided to go into chemical engineering because I always had a knack for science and math in the STEM field, and it's what I love doing, and I couldn't imagine spending my life any other way.
I truly believe that right now what she has for her life, to become a chemical engineer, she would do that for her life and would prove it to all of us teachers here that she is worthy of it, and she should come back and celebrate with us.
You will always have a friend within me, and even though this year has been challenging, we're almost over, and you will always find a family within Topeka High, and you can always count on your home here to help you succeed in the future.
Well, I have some good news to share with you, because it's not every day you get summoned to the principal with your parent and you wonder what the heck's going on. So we have selected you as our Senior of the Month for March.
Oh, yay!
Well, that's like not just us. We get 2 a year, so you are our spring choice. It's largely because you continue to be number one in our class, but that's not the only thing. Academics by itself don't do it. You're also highly involved in a whole lot of other ways. So congratulations.
Congratulations, Elaine. Topeka High School could not be more proud of you. As we pick Seniors of the Month, we want them to be people that represent the excellence that is Topeka High and so many other people here who also excel, and you do that superbly. So we are so proud of you and so proud to keep you in the state of Kansas, and hopefully we get you back.
We're so proud of you, Elaine, and cannot wait to see you succeed in the future. We'll be right back after this short break.
Are you looking over all your options for school this fall? Topeka Public Schools offers both in-person and remote education opportunities. Our remote options provide technology devices and include a dedicated team of certified teachers that are committed to ensuring your child's success. With our rigorous online curriculum, students excel academically while exploring the world around them. Our innovative free online school choices will ensure your child is engaged, prepared, and inspired for a lifetime of excellence. Now enrolling for fall 2020.
Kansas Central School Bus is now hiring safe drivers, starting at $16.50 an hour, up to $18 for experienced drivers. Great for part-time or second income. Apply online at kansascentralschoolbus.com.
Welcome back. This year, Topeka's high wrestling team stayed strong while facing adversity. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, students were unable to compete in the wrestling events and competitions, but they continued to improve in the gym one day at a time. The team prioritized strength training and mental toughness during the season and hope to come back even stronger because of it.
We're looking at doing some summer wrestling and stuff and just kind of polish up on skills. We had a good young team last year, and we were looking, or the year before, and we were looking at a good season coming in with a lot of returners.
This offseason will be huge for the Trojan wrestling team, but they are determined to come back even stronger next winter. Topeka Public Schools' Daniel McCready was honored with the Kansas Music Educators Association's Outstanding Young Orchestra Director Award. McCready teaches orchestra at Topeka High School and Robinson Middle School and other schools throughout the district. To him, music is much more than just an activity.
Music is essential to life, along with several other things, art and sciences. Music is one of the human expressions, and it is essential.
While McCready is in the Young Orchestra Director category, he touches every student that he encounters and finds a way to make a difference in our community.
I am absolutely blown away that I would be nominated, and I am thoroughly humbled by this from all of my fellow colleagues and people in music here in Kansas. I am deeply honored.
Congratulations, Mr. McCready, and thank you for everything you do to support students at Topeka Public Schools. This year, Topeka Public Schools bowlers hit the lanes and proved to be successful at all of the high schools. The team implemented mask policies and they social distanced at meets. While this season was different from years past, most students were able to set personal records and improve their individual games. Jacqueline Doltemeyer Perez credits a lot of the success to team chemistry.
The freshmen have been bonding with us upperclassmen very well. They blend in very well, and I feel like they do feel very included.
The season is now over, but the teams look towards continuing to build the program one meet at a time. We'll be right back after this short break.
Now get your groceries even faster with Hy-Vee Aisles Online same-day pickup. Just choose the Get It Faster option and pick up your groceries in as little as 2 hours. Plus, now we've added more time slots so you can get your groceries when you need them. You'll find the freshest items, favorite brands, and the same great deals as in-store. Get free pickup on orders over $30 and no contact pickup and delivery. Download the Hy-Vee grocery app today and pick up groceries from Hy-Vee in as little as 2 hours.
Welcome back. Every year, Topeka Public Schools practices tornado drills multiple times per year. These drills are normally done at one time, but because of COVID, they looked a little different. Instead of the traditional drill, where students would all go to their designated areas at once, we went one grade at a time at Mccarter Elementary. Taking turns and going one at a time allowed for students and staff to still practice, but keep up social distancing practices.
So we just always want to practice so that they know to get in here as quickly as possible if it were a real event.
On top of practicing at schools, the students and teachers also talk about what to do if there was a tornado while at home.
And we also talk to them, and the teachers talk to them, especially in the springtime, about places that they would go if a tornado were to happen and they weren't at school.
No matter where students are at, it is most important that they are prepared and safe if a situation like this arises. This year, Topeka High School's Winter Royalty was a little different than years past. The students involved were able to celebrate at an in-person socially distanced assembly and were able to celebrate at a basketball game. The format looked similar to what Topeka High did last fall with the homecoming assembly, setting the new norm for what assemblies might look like going forward.
Honestly, it's kind of a surprise. I wasn't really expecting to win just because I'm not really popular, but I think honestly it's a really exciting thing for me.
For many students, it wasn't about winning, it was just about the experience and knowing that they made a difference in their time at Topeka High.
For me, it was finally me knowing for sure that I made people's lives better while I was at this school, which is really all that matters.
While plans for prom have not been finalized, the district hopes to celebrate in some way. If Every March, school districts across America celebrate Read Across America. This year, Dr. Tiffany Anderson and other members of the administrative team went to classrooms to talk about reading and why kids like it.
So we're at Mccarter. It's one of the schools that scores above the top of the state. They're one of the highest performing schools in the district. Why? Because they have kids who love to read. We know reading is a big predictor in the success in college, after high school, and the success just in general in life. So this is a week where I'm showing up as Dorothy, as a storybook character. I have other staff. The director of elementary is Pinkalicious. The assistant superintendent of teaching and learning, she's also showing up as Clifford. And so we're showing up really to just have kids guess who we are, talk about what books they love, pass out bookmarks, and just continue to inspire the love of reading. It's a scary time. So in my basket, I have my Toto, my dog, and I also have a lion from The Wizard of Oz. And I'm talking a little bit about courage and the courage it takes to kind of get through this season that's a bit of a challenge. So we're adding in a lot of other pieces in this whole space while we talk about reading.
This year's celebration also included a book reading from Governor Laura Kelly.
Thank you for tuning in to the March 2021 Channel 14 newscast. We will see you next show as we take a look at spring sports, local businesses, and more. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Gabe Obignetta.
And I'm Zachary Stockton, and we'll see you later.